Hi, how you all doing? I am making this video to discuss two topics. First is Bihar election and second one is tragic death of 9-year-old girl in a premier school, right? So if you guys are interested in these two topics, stick around. If not, then you would probably want to skip this video. So Prashant Kishore's prophecy of Ursh and Fersh finally it has come true. Except Bihar didn't just land on Fersh, it crash landed, skidded, and it is now lying face down on the tiles, wondering what just happened. BJP has swept the state with a landslide so massive it could qualify as a natural disaster. Status quo is intact, nothing has changed because apparently nothing should ever change. I generally do not understand these voters. They had the option of choosing someone with actual political acumen, vision, and ideas. And they said, nah, let's just go for the same guy we have chosen time and again for the 10th time. And while we are at it, let's also make a 25-year-old singer our MP because why not? Governance can wait. What we truly love is being entertained. At this point, Bihar's relationship with familiar leaders is like people who return to same toxic ex because at least we know what to expect. Across the world, from Nepal to New York, ordinary people have demanded change. But here, I am starting to believe one of the symptoms of chronic poverty is inability to embrace change. Yes, change is uncomfortable, unpredictable, risky, sure. But the alternative this time was genuinely good. Jan Swaraj Party, guided by Prashant Kishore, who is the closest thing modern India will get to a philosopher king in Bihar. Yes, the party lacked organizational muscle, but the manifesto, iconic. Jail the top 100 corrupt politicians and officers. Tell me, what exactly do Biharis have to lose? The state is already at rock bottom on most social indicators, and there is nowhere left to fall. And maybe, just maybe, that 10,000 rupees cash drop right before election acted like a soothing balm, a temporary painkiller, enough to soften anger, silence questions, and buy a few months of quiet before reality reclaims its throne. Now, let's talk about something I really don't want to talk about because it's depressing, it's infuriating, and honestly, it sits like a stone in my stomach. But maybe that's exactly why it needs to be spoken about. A little girl ended her life after being humiliated by a teacher. That sentence alone should shake every adult in this society. Some teachers can be really, really toxic. I've seen it up close. I've spent years hopping from one school to another because my academic performance was not that great. Not because I was not capable, but because I was fighting some battles nobody could see. And in the midst of all of that, there was that teacher, the one who made me stand in front of the entire class and declared that I should come to her class after school and clean her utensils. No one reacted, nobody in my class really reacted to that, not even me. I was like dumbfounded when she said that. Maybe we all silently agreed that she was only exposing her own smallness by humiliating me. Yes, but humiliations do leave their marks and it often runs deep. That's why my heart goes out, aches for that little girl. Kids today don't even have the limited escape valves that we had in our time. No neighborhoods full of friends, cousins, no open playgrounds, no adults who would actually listen. Everything is pressure, performance, perfection, and zero emotional support. It's time, urgently, it's time that every school appoints a trained child psychologist, not as a formality, not as once a year guest lecture, but a friendly, accessible, familiar adult who schedules regular emotional check ins and is available anytime, a child feels unsafe, unheard, or overwhelmed. Because right now, kids have nowhere to take their fear, anger, shame, or confusion. And when there is no safe outlet, the most fragile ones take impulsive and irreversible steps. We cannot keep losing children because adults refuse to grow up. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment letting me know your opinion on these two topics, and thanks for connecting again.